Hi everyone, today I'm doing hair, but very similarly to makeup, I have had no extensive training in doing hair. I've just kind of explored throughout the years what works for my hair type. For those of you who are wondering, my curl pattern is between a 2B to a 2C, so it's in between wavy and curly. So I try to stay away from heat as much as I can because it is damaging to your hair, and because I've colored my hair so much in the past, my hair has been so chemically damaged and altered to the point where I don't want to inflict any more harm upon it. But if I am going out like today, I will do something like a blowout, which we'll get into today. So to start, I just want to point out that my hair is dry, and usually I do a blowout with wet hair, and I feel like you get a better result that way. But I was so lazy last night. I'm just going to go through what I added into my hair. So I use a lot of Oribe products. They are super expensive, but ever since I cut my hair short and I got rid of 9 inches, I really have been trying to buy, or at least invest in products that are much higher quality so that I don't buy a bunch of cheap products and put a bunch of cheap stuff into my hair. And I found that instead, if I just buy a few high quality, high end, expensive products, my curls look a lot better because I'm putting less into my hair because I don't have to overcompensate because these products are super high quality. So Oribe, the Supershine Moisturizing Cream. So I first put this into my hair when my hair is, I wouldn't say when it's soaking wet, but once I've dried it with a microfiber towel, and then I go ahead, if I know I'm doing a blowout, I go ahead and spray it with the Royal Blowout Spray from Oribe. The hot tool I'm going to be using for blowing out my hair is by Revlon. Believe it or not, you guys, Revlon's products have never failed me. I have their wands, I have a curler from them, I have a straightener from them, and I just bought this maybe a year ago. This has never failed me either. I hate blowouts, but this is by far the closest thing I could get to a professional blowout from a salon, doing it independently by myself. So it has 3 settings: low, high, and then cool. A lot of times when I feel my hair is getting dry, of course it's fully dry right now, but when you're doing a blowout with wet hair and you feel like your hair is getting dry, that's when you want to start shooting it with cool air to really seal the style in place. It is really big. Okay, so you're gonna have to use some strength to use it, and it is gonna get your arm tired, but honestly, that is the cost of doing a blowout. Like, I have no other way to put it. A blowout is not an easy task. That's why we go to the salon to do it. But if you want to do it at home, this is your best bet for sure. The first thing you want to do is you want to section your hair. I don't do it really precisely. I just kind of take the lowest section of my hair, then mid, and then high. And then I take a wet brush. I love this brush for both wet hair and dry hair. I just want to get all the tangles out before I go through with the blowout comb. Just with good dreams too. Okay, so I just want to take a little bit of a break to show you guys the results so far. That was actually really quick. The design of this brush, the bristles are nice and long, okay? So it really does get through your hair. It has a nice rectangular design. So maybe, as you guys saw, I was able to go through my hair and then twirl it and twirl it and twirl it like this. And that's what allowed me to get this kind of wave out at the end, which I think makes a blowout, to not have it be stick straight, because if I wanted it stick straight, then I would just use an actual straightener. Let's keep it going. This is the result here of the first section that I did of my hair. My hand is a little bit tired, but honestly, I think with several uses, you just get used to it. The handle grip is good because it's built up, so ergonomically, I'll give it credit for that, but it is a little bit on the heavier side. But maybe it needs to be heavy because you need a brush this big to really target large sections of your hair to get the blowout done quicker. Let's do the next section of hair. section 2 is complete. Here we are with the last section of my hair. I'm just gonna brush out this nasty, nasty, nasty hair. Oh my god. Chewbacca. I actually do want to give you guys some tips on how to use this. So I go ahead and I place my hair on top of the brush here. So the handlebar and the circular tip right here don't get hot, just the brush does. So you're safe to put your hand here. And as I drag it down, I'm first of all rotating the brush, okay? And I'm also pulling away from my head and up, and then I pull down. Of the blowout. Pretty happy. Not too bad. Let me give you if you ask me, do you recommend this product? I say yes. This is not the first of its kind. There are a lot of other brushes that are attached to blow dryers and they can be used for the purpose of a blowout, but I haven't really seen one this big with this rectangular design that allows you to brush through your hair so easily. The brush is super important and the design of it is important to make sure that you can rotate the brush and do so many passes through your hair to get it to become blowout hair. Do you know what I mean? Time-wise, honestly, it took me 45 minutes. It took me 45 minutes though because I do have curly hair, so keep that in mind. But honestly, it lasts days. I've done this blowout before with this brush and it's lasted me like 4 or 5 days. So you won't have to do it again for like almost another week.